It's me, Mario. Hello.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the final part of Super Mario 64 on a Nintendo 64. I am One Welsh Sheep yet again, and today, ladies and gentlemen, I actually wanted to show off this little screen that I never actually showed off earlier on, where you can actually, if Mario stopped looking at the... Mario, there you go. You can actually screw around in Mario's face. This is basically the very first thing you see when you boot up the game, and, I didn't get a chance to really show this off earlier on in the playthrough, and I figured, what, the final part was the best. It's the best time to show this sort of stuff off. You can just sort of muck about in Mario's face and go, hello, and welcome to the Let's Play. Yahoo! It's, you know, it's a nice fun. I used to spend, like, hours on the screen just fucking about Mario, seeing what I could do with him. You can rotate his face using the C buttons, and look at that cheesy grin. Oh, he looks so jolly. But yeah, now that we're going to begin with this final part, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to start right off with the 120% save, well, 120 star save file, because I want to show off basically the reward for getting everything in the game before I actually fight the real final boss for realsies and grab the final power star for realsies. So basically, I'm going to show off basically what you get when you beat the game 100% for the first time, and essentially it allows us to go over here in Peach's Castle, and we can actually access this cannon. And through the use of this cannon, we can actually utilize it to basically get to the top of Peach's Castle outside. I believe there is actually a way to get up here manually. Don't ask me how, but I'm pretty certain it's possible. But for the meantime, we just need to take the cannon, get on up here, and when we move around the back, it's Yoshi! And a bunch of extra one-ups and stuff. Oh my god, Yoshi! I missed you, buddy! It's been one game since I last saw you, but I missed you, buddy. So, when you actually talk to Yoshi,
Mario, is that really you?
that's the worst voice I can possibly do.
It has been so long since our last adventure. They told me I might see you if I waited here, but I just given up hope.
But basically, whenever you get 100% of the game, thank you for playing Mario 64. This is the end of the game, but not the end of the fun. And Yoshi will give us 99 extra one-ups. Why? I don't know. You can't really use it for anything. It's just 99 extra lives, I suppose, if you really want to. 100 extra lives even. But anyway, Yoshi will give you this and then jump off the building, committing Sudoku, and we'll never see him again. But we can actually do a brand new type of triple jump here, where we get nice sparkles, and it really adds nothing much. It's just a nice little additional flair, and we can also fly about outside the castle as well at our own leisure, which is neat, I suppose. It's not exactly the best reward in the world, but it's an enjoyable one that I appreciate the fact that the game gives us this. What can I tell you, ladies and gentlemen? But I digress. Anyway, with that, ladies and gentlemen, that's basically it for the showing off here. So I'm going to actually move on back to my main save file, and we will take care of Bowser once and for all. And we're back. You know what's really annoying? To change the save files in Mario 64, you actually have to reset the entire console, and it's a little bit annoying to me, but yeah, now with this, it's time to head on into the Peach's Scared Look room and head on all the way up here so we can actually take care of Bowser himself. For some reason, the animation didn't play. Usually the animation saying, oh, you can now go through the final door to the boss place, but it didn't that time. It's kind of weird. But anyway, let's move on into the final stage of the game. Let's do this. If Mario ever... Mario, go down the pipe. He really doesn't want to go. Get in there. Welcome to Bowser in the Sky, the final stage of Mario 64, and what a hell of a stage this is. This is not too difficult, I'll be perfectly honest. It's definitely not the hardest challenge of the game, but it is definitely a challenging stage, and it is basically a massive obstacle course. Now, one thing I will say about the stage, which is exceptionally annoying to me in particular, is the fact The red coins that we actually do pick up during the course of this stage, they are very well hidden in comparison to other Bowser levels, and yeah, physics don't really apply to Mario in this stage either as well, so whenever you see like long vertical walls like that, you can usually jump up them. But yeah, the red coins in this one can be a little bit cheeky at times because they tend to be, for the most part, they're in relatively easy to get locations. But every now and then you'll come across a red coin or two that is actually sort of snuck off to the side. Actually, it's one right down by here. That's the prime one I'm talking about. This red coin is the bane of my existence playing through this game, because this red coin is such a massive pain in the ass to find. And even when you do find it, because for some reason on that one specific ledge, Mario just refuses to grab onto the edge of it, you can generally find yourself having a bit of trouble just, basically just collecting the coin, because you can easily just jump off the edge like a dweeb, and, it's not cool when that happens. What can I tell you, ladies and gentlemen? What can I tell you? Indeed. Yes. But of course, you know, being a final stage and all that jazz, this is obviously the culmination of everything. Now, this is the point where the game gets insanely difficult. So, also, for some reason, you can clip through this Womp quite easily. He used to be like a massive challenge to me when I was younger until I realized you can just clip through his body. But, yeah, this is a difficult stage, you know? And usually you would have to jump up here and platform your way across to actually get to the right area. I'm gonna skip that because that jump is obnoxious, and there's actually one of those purple enemy swords that like to chuck you off the level up there, and they're always positioned in the most annoying place. So, through some cheeky high jumps, I can actually skip the entire mini platforming sequence there, which I'm gonna do right now. So, alley-oop. Yeah, I see you over there, you purple fuck. Oh, fuck you! God, it feels so good to actually get through to the end of this game in 100%. Like, the last time I 100%ed Mario 64 must have been well over 10 years ago, you know, ladies and gentlemen. And, actually on one of my old YouTube channels, I actually did a Let's Play of this game. I don't know if it's still around, but, I never actually did get 100% in that old Let's Play, so, you know, it makes me happy that I finally got back to this game and actually got to do this 100% fully, you know, without too much trouble. But again, like I said, the stage is, it's not too bad, but it can still be quite a bit of a challenge, and there's a couple of tricky jumps you have to make, like this jump right here to get this specific red coin is just very obnoxious, shall we say. What can I tell you, ladies and gentlemen? But generally, if you know where you're going, you're not going to have too much trouble. And if you have a general idea, you know, good idea of how the game controls, which you should at this point, it's the final level, you know, you'll be able to get through this just fine. But my best advice I can sort of give you is don't Sonic the Hedgehog your way through the stage, if you know what I mean. Just take your time, and eventually you'll get through this no problems. Alley-oop. Oh, it's a perfect. In fact, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so we got one more red coin left, and I know exactly where it is. So we're actually coming up to the end of the stage right now, ladies and gentlemen. It's, you know, much like the other Bowser levels we tackled beforehand. It's not too long a stage. It's a nice, short romp. And, the stage is a nightmare on a DS version of the game, because one thing I have mentioned it briefly, I think, during the course of this LP, but the DS version of this game has pretty obnoxious controls, and the last red coin's down here. Boom. Like, because there's no analog stick for the DS, the controls are a little bit obnoxious, and it has like a run button, and it just feels really off. And that makes this stage on the DS version a nightmare and a half to play through, in my opinion, but I don't know. Just sort of rambling at this point. Let's just get this final power star. Boom! We've now got 100% officially, ladies and gentlemen. Wow! Another power star! Are you sure you shouldn't be saying, whoa, you got them all? I don't know. Anyway, it's time to fight Bowser.
Mario, my dear boy, you again? Well, that's just fine.
I've been looking for something to fry with my fire breath. Yes, old bean. Your star power is useless against me. Your friends are all trapped within the walls. Delicious. And you'll never see the princess again. Tally-ho, dear boy. Now, I have to say, by the way, this music for this boss fight is perfect. It's so climatic. It's time to lay the beat down on old King Koopa himself. Now, for the most part, Bowser's moves and stuff remain the same from the second encounter, except now Bowser can actually teleport from area to area. Actually, I think he might have been able to do that last time. But now he takes multiple hits to kill instead of just the one hit, and he can actually jump in the air and cause lots of shockwave attacks to land. And these shockwave attacks can stun you and can be a bit of a pain in the ass, so you know, try dodge them as best you can. That's the best thing I can sort of say. But the best tactic is really go to the edge of the arena, wait for him to charge at you. Then when he charges at you, just get as close to the bombs as possible and just sort of drop Bowser into the bombs like nothing. Now when we do get to the third hit of the boss fight, this is the final hit of the boss, and this is where things actually do get really tricky. Because obviously now, the platforms are disabled. Well, not disabled, but they're destroyed. So you have to sort of try and coerce Bowser the same way as you did before, but instead this time he's gonna, well, for one thing, shot fire, that makes things a little bit more tricky. But now you also need to, you son of a bitch! Well, you need to try and coerce him to the edge and then, like, chuck him into the bombs. But that I can't believe that. I'm getting this one up. Fortunately, the game does drop you off right before the boss fight, so that's something I appreciate. Right. Ow. Let's try that again, shall we? Alright, let's try this again, Bowser. Alright, this time I'm not going to give him any chance to recover. I'm just going to go right back here, grab his tail. Right. There we go. That's a perfect aim. Let's see if I can actually do this one try. If I can get this from this range, I'll be really shocked at myself, because this is deceptively difficult to do, so yeah, now! Pim! I messed up. It is exceptionally difficult, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just saying that now. It's just to aim, even. The boss fight itself is easy. It's just as easy as it was previously. It's just, aiming can be a bit of a dick. What can I tells ya? What can I tells ya? Indeed. Alley-oop. Right, where's the nearest one? It's right below. Okay, come on, Bowser. Let's try this again. Like, I think there's a slight lag on when I push the button to when Bowser actually gets chucked. So I just need to time it just before I hit the right. Oh, did I? Oh, Pim! Ah! Like, seriously, at this point of the boss fight, this is where the difficulty really does set in. The problem is, it's still not really all that hard. I've had playthroughs in the past where I've been able to do this first try. It's just, I'm particularly unlucky because naturally I'm doing a Let's Play. The Let's Play curse is a thing. Bowser, will you stop with the shockwaves? They're not gonna work. Just do your charge move, and then, there we go. That's perfect. Thank you, Bowser. Oh, what a dear lad you are. Right, come on, third time's a charm. Pim. Again, I have to stress, it's very, 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 very finicky. If it takes if I don't hit the bomb with this throw now, I'll just cut ahead to when I actually hit the bomb, because this is all the boss fight is. It's just repeating himself. Please stop jumping and charge at me, Bowser. Come on, Bowser. Be a not coercive. What's the word? Work with me, basically. Oh, there we go. That's working with me. Thank you. I love it when a plan comes together. Come on, and I would say the analog stick is really, really not comfortable for this either. You son of a! I'm positive I pushed the B button like an age before that. Right, I'm gonna cut ahead so when I actually throw him, because this is gonna take some time. Yes, there we go, finally. That was a pain in the ass. That was like 6 or 7 missed hits. But with that, No! Oh, I say, my dear boy, you've really beaten me this time, Mario. I can't stand losing to you. Oh, dearie me. My troops are all worthless. They've all turned over all the power stars. What? Surely you jest? There are 120 power stars in all? Amazing! There was some in the castle that even I missed. Well, I tell you what, old bean, this is shocking. Now I return. Now I return. Fucking hell, I can't type. Type? I can't talk. No, Mario. Now I see peace returning to the world. Oh no, oh, I really hate that. I tell you that much, old bean. I can't watch. I'm out of here. Blah, blah, blah. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is it. Mario 64 is finally 100% completed. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to call it a session here. So thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't be sheepish, people. And I'll catch you all in a different LP a different time. Bye! Actually, I didn't give my closing thoughts. Alright, my closing thoughts of this game are, it's a classic game, and some parts of it didn't age well, some parts of it aged gloriously, and I would anyone? I would recommend anyone to try it out. So, yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, thank you all for watching the LP, and I'll catch you all again. Bye!
The stars is restored to the castle. And it's all thanks to you. Thank you, Mario. We have to do something special for you.
Here we go!
Listen, everybody. Let's bake a delicious cake. For Mario.
you so much for to playing my game.